Welcome back, you guys. I'm Tassie, and today I'm having Khao Piak Sen. Now, this was actually homemade. So I actually made this. I filmed it yesterday, the cooking. We'll see how it turns out when I actually upload that video. But because it was a struggle, like making the broth and everything is really easy. However, when you make the noodles, because this is like rice gluten tapioca type of noodles, and you can either buy it at the store if you have one that sells it, but then most people, they'll just make it at home. And there's a lot of variations on making the noodles, and honestly, it sucks saying it, but it is a learn as you go. It's like, because it's like making pasta dough. It's like if it's too wet, you have to add more flour, and if it's too dry, you need to add more water. So all of it's a feeling thing. So check out that video and take it with a grain of salt, because when you make the noodles, there is so much touch and go. You can't go wrong with it, really, but you kind of have to like learn as you go. Anyways, so I actually made this, you guys, and it's just chicken, and I do use what is it called, chicken, and I did use chicken thighs in here. I'm just gonna stir this goodness up. And this is a lot of Khao Piak here, so we'll see. Oh, and by the way, Khao Piak Sen, I've had it on my channel before. It is a Laotian dish, but I use chicken thighs to boil it, and I don't put any fish sauce in mine because I do put a lot of the granulated powder for the chicken broths. And then I use this chili here, the bean paste. It is kind of salty too, so that it adds salt to my broth here, so I don't really need it. Homemade Khao Piak is really good. And I do eat the skin on the chicken. Some people, especially if you're not used to eating boiled chicken, the skin can be really off-putting for you, so then just remove the skin. And there's cilantro, green onions in here, regular fresh Thai peppers, black pepper. It's so good. Now, I do like making my own noodles for Khao Piak Sen because you can cut them to be however thin or thick or long you want. And I just want to give you guys a warning about the noodles. So a lot of like people will tell you with the noodles, they're ready as soon as they float to the top. If you like that texture, but I don't. So I don't think it's cooked. Like I always have the broth separate from the noodles. I don't like pre-make it all, because then later on when you try to eat it again, it gets really coagulated. So I actually always make the noodles fresh per pot or per bowl I'm going to eat. And whenever I add, the broth is already cooked, but I heat it up and then I add the noodles in there, and I cook the noodles for at least 20 minutes. It's boiling for like 20 minutes. And then when you do that, it's the texture I like. Because if you say, like some recipes, they'll tell you that it's ready as soon as the noodles float to the top. The noodles will be hard still and not cooked all the way. It'll be like extreme al dente. I have not had boiled chicken in a long time. And I was like shredding it and I was eating it and I was like, oh my God, it's so good. And I actually think that Khao Piak Sen is actually a really plain dish, but it's kind of like pho. It has this really good broth base, and then you add like all the spices and whatever you want, because you don't have to make this spicy by not adding pepper in here. And that's why this is like a good dish for like kids and everything. That's hot. And I do love the broth in kapia. In my pot, I did put mostly broth in your chicken. My sister, she likes to make this with chicken feet. Mm-mm-mm. I was like burning my tongue. Mm-hmm. This did just come right off the stove. Oh. The only person I know who hates kapia is my brother. Because to him, he thinks that if he's having kapia, he might as well eat pho. Like a chicken pho or something. Because it's kind of like that. Except the noodles are just different. And I think that's why some people, they put pho meatballs in kapia. Really huge chunk of chicken. Most Hmong people that I know of that eats kapia, they put a ton of pepper in the kapia though. This is actually my second bowl. I've already eaten this before. I filmed cooking this yesterday. And I had a bowl then. And I do leave my noodles in the block that you'll see in the cooking video. And then I cut off a chunk of like the noodles that I want whenever I'm going to heat some up and make some more. My boyfriend, he's actually coming over tonight after I film. He's never had Khao Sen before. I'll let you know what he thinks of it. A lot of people, they do eat Khao Piak Sen with just a spoon. Mm-mm. I think I wipe my mouth a lot more because this bowl is up so high. So I feel like it's always touching my chin versus like when you eat with the bowl normally at a lower level. Mm. I feel like with Khao Piak, you need like a really good soup base. And you definitely need bones when you're making the broth. The chicken powder is not enough to develop that taste. It's been really weird today. It's been like super sunny and it will start raining and it's super sunny. It just started raining again. Mm-mm-mm. When I started this, I didn't think I was going to be able to finish this. Look at me now. Oh my god, I'm so full. Alright, you guys. That's it. Thanks for watching.